Ayun lang naman sana. We can elaborate that kung nandun talaga kami sa... If they would only allow us, if they would only heed kung ano yung masasabi namin. You know, the aim is to express sentiments in order for us to help build this nation. Naman, it's not really na may gusto kaming pabagsakin o gano'n. All we are asking is to hear us out. And they don't even allow that. So, well, kung gano'n, para ako as an individual, as a Filipino citizen, right now, I feel oppressed sa ginagawa nila. Yun. Yan yung ano eh. It already happened. It happened in Bulacan, in Bustos. Una dyan sana sa Malolos. Then, ni-revoke yung permit. I do not know kung bakit. Tapos sa Bustos, everybody was there. Nandyan na. And there were rumors na yung property owner may pumunta daw para pagsabihan na pigilan yung or not to let him use the property for the prayer. So it was rumors, you know, I do not have any evidence of that, but yun yung nangyari talaga.
Last question, last na lang. Hakbang ng maisog sa mga nangyayaring ito, hindi ba, it won't stop from doing hakbang maisog to really, you know, air your
Yes, of
sentiments.
course. Kasi we will insist our constitutional right to express ourselves. It's freedom of speech lang naman. Yun lang naman talaga ang hinihingi natin. Kasi kung hindi mabigay yan, it's a simple right actually. Magsabi ka lang kung ano how you feel about, you know, sa mga nangyayari ngayon. And I do believe that there is nothing wrong. Wala namang mali dyan. Hindi mo naman pwede pagsabihan yung isang individual, you tell somebody to shut up. Because that is very undemocratic pag ginawa mo.
Thank you, Mayor.
Sir, do you expect that this is Leyte and Tacloban is considered as Marcos Romualdez country? Do you expect this kind of treatment? Anticipating niyo yun?
I believe so. Kasi our sentiments are inclined towards kung ano yung sitwasyon ng country na, and they are the ones who are in the administration. So yes, probably kung may mga movements or actions that made it hard for us to come here, to get here, probably, you know, like, I do not want to jump to conclusions.
Sinabi ni Presidente Duterte during his post na he's even willing to sacrifice his own life. I-continue lang ito, sir. Do you agree with that?
And that's his choice. Ako, hindi siguro muna kasi 36 years old pa ako. Siya yun. But, you know, like I said, during the Leaders Forum back in Davao, back in January, when I, you know, nagsalita na ako, if you go back to that forum, listen to my speech, sinabi ko naman, handa na ako, I'm ready to die. Kasi, this is a press conference. It would be better for me to express, you know, how I really feel kung sana may entablado where everybody is there. But, if it's for the country, then why not? Then, you know, I will be absentee raising proud children. Kung yung nana, ilaptan ko nila. So, we'll see. Pero, it is something na hindi ko kaya na hayaan lang. It's just really simple. You just have to let us, talk. Like everybody else did before this administration. It has always been a practice in the Philippines. Kung may sentiments tayo, nagsasalita naman yung mga tao. So, ngayon bakit hindi? It really is very frustrating and oppressive. I will reiterate that it's a very oppressive demonstration by this administration.
The last time, sir, you called for the president to step down. Do we expect sana na you also see the same thing here in Tacloban?
I want to clarify this. Ang ingon nako, I will say it in Bisaya, kung wala kay gugma, wala kay kaluoy sa mga tao, naog na lang. I never asked him to actually really do that. I said kung
Mayor, good morning. SMNI, sir.
good morning.
Sir, sinabi po ni President BBM na wala raw nagawa Duterte administration sa Yolanda. But you're even here, sir. Before ka nag-mayor, naghakot ka og mga hinabang. Tabang ka sa relief efforts. Your father was first here before anything else.
I do not know. It's always been like that. I not believe, but with the recent mga pangyayari, mga issues sa bansa. First, he was pointing a finger at my father na may secret agreement daw sa
China.
with China. And now, kung sino yung nanunuro, yun pala yung may problema ngayon. They have may questionable action sila within the DND. So ngayon, ito na naman, inulit naman ng President, sinasabi niya, parang, I cannot understand why you have to make up stories when you really have all the resources and the position, to really actually give a valid proposition for a debate. Manuro ka lang, wala yung ginawa. It's not becoming of a president.
So, can we say, sir, that he is a liar?
Probably. Yeah, like just watch him, and let your senses tell you. I give the answer for you. Pero yun na nga, nanunuro ka. Pwede ka naman sayang lang yung oras mo dyan kung gano'n na yung kaya mo gawin.
Sir, good morning. Si Jasmine Bonifacio sa Eastern Visayas News. Before dun sa rally, sir, sana kahapon, may application po ba ng permit from the city government?
I suppose, meron yan, pero I think it was denied. They did not acknowledge it.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Christian. I am the Regional Secretariat of Tax Coalition in Eastern Visayas. As far as the application, actually, we went through a multiple application. Just to give you a background on the planning, initially this was planned way back May 11 in Palo, Leyte. But unfortunately, for some reason, meron daw kasabay na event. So, nag-apply ulit kami since may event na nakasabay. Same location, May 20. Reason naman noon is the vicinity, the facility is being prepared for an upcoming event for June. So take note that June pa yung event, pero ang aming request is May 20. And then, this is a long overdue activity event na rally na gusto kami ipahayag. So, nag-resort kami sa paggamit ng Freedom Park kasi ang Freedom Park is no need necessary permit. So,
Sir, your message na lang para sa mga taga-Eastern Visayas after sa nangyari dito na hindi natuloy ang rally and kung ano yung mga ginawa sa RTR Plaza.
Well, sana makabalik pa kami dito. And, well, if we really do, magbalik kami dito, may panahon kayo, it's gonna your time. Adto mo, paminaw lang gud mo. Wala man may ginakuan gyud. Ang hakbang ng maisog is this is a non-violent demonstration. Gusto lang namo nga madunggan mi ninyo para makibaw mo kung unsay tan-aw namo kung unsay moingon po namo. As fairly as possible, ginabalanse mo po namo ang mga panulti. Umuta nangitag away diri gyud. Paminawa lang unsay kaingon namo.
Hello po, Mayor Baste from ISDAP, Pilipinas. Mayor Baste, ano po ang inyong komento dito sa pagpapadala ng sobrang daming kapulisan doon sa RTR at hindi lang basta-basta kapulisan dahil anti-riot police po sila. May mga yantok pa at may mga shield.
Sakto naman, wala namang problema dyan. Kung magpadala sila ng polis, like if ever may nangyari, at least nandyan yung polis. Wala namang problema. Okay lang naman. I'm sure yung police, nandyan yung police to maintain the peace. And as I said earlier, this is a peaceful assembly. Wala naman tayong problema sa ganun. Wala tayong plano na mag-amok para masukin kung anong mga, wala ganun. Magsalita lang man. So, good job to the PNP kung nandun sila.
Sir, Mayor, good morning po. Aaron from SMNI. Earlier you have said no, that the Hakbang ng Maisog will further insist on its constitutional right. Can you further walk us through on that, sir?
Well, ganito yan. As much as we can, we go through the formalities. So, pumunta kami ng doon. Sa Bulacan to nagsimula na hindi na talaga kami na sa Davao kasi siyempre doon man ako. Then sa Davao del Norte medyo okay man. Then so ngayon ang nangyari dito sa Bulacan and sa Dumaguete dito walang response from the LGU. So but since it is a constitutional right, I think the permit is only a formality. But if you really have to, invoke your right, you can express how you really feel. So, kung pigilan ang hakbang ng maisog, then, like I said, we can really insist to do what we want. Within the bounds of the law. Like I said, it's a peaceful assembly. So as long as there is no damage to any person or property, then it's okay.
Good morning, Mayor. Magdala mas mga Ariman Tacloban. Sir, na-mention niyo na rin kanina na this is not the first time na mangyari yung matulad yung rally nito. Are you expecting na isimit na may mangyayari bang same incidents in other LGUs na bibisitahin niyo to conduct rally?
Yeah, but I cannot really tell what will happen in the future. Pero given the current trend, tingin ko, ganun din talaga. Ganun din talaga. Because we're talking about the administration. So they can do whatever they can to prevent us from talking. So, tingin ko, probably, yun talaga ang mangyayari. Unless, hindi matakot yung local officials ng LGU na pupuntaan namin. If they allow us. Actually, nasa ano lang yan? Sa local officials ng isang lugar. If they want to not really support it, but just allow it.
Mayor, MJ ulit sa SMNI. Sir, for the record, anong comment mo dun sa movement ng PNP sa ginawa po sa mga members ng Davao City Police?
Okay lang. If they want to investigate, then they can investigate. Kasi nangyari yun, yung declaration ko on war on drugs. Hindi ko lang maintindihan talaga kung bakit sa dami-dami ng problema dito sa mga tao sa communities nyo maging pangag. So that's why, as a local executive, in order for me to protect my citizens, either figuratively or literally, I will say that this city, or my city, is against it and is at war with drugs.
Hindi hinto, sir, ang war on drugs sa Davao.
Hmm?
Hindi po hihinto. Tutuloy-tuloy natin.
Well, you know, it's a declaration. It's either you take it figuratively or literally. It is supposed to deter from individuals to go into that kind of activity. No, di ba kayo tapos?
One. May mga
Mayor,
local pa ba?
Fred Badalmas from GMA7.
Mm.
Ano po ang gusto nating ibigay na connotation sa ating buong bansa with the name Maisog? And ano ang pinupunto natin ito sa hinaharap?
Well, you know, like I said earlier, tinawag siya na maisog kasi we are facing not really an opponent, hindi naman kalaban talaga, pero people or a person in the pinaka-mataas na posisyon sa bansa natin. But it's not really, you know, kung ako lang, it's not really to oppose him, it's to communicate with him. Yun ang gina-establish natin dito because we believe that we are not being heard. And nakikita nyo naman na hindi kami nakakapag-establish ng mga rallies just recently sa mga pinupuntahan namin. And it seems that they don't want to hear us talaga. So, and you know, it's not an easy thing. Hindi madali para for a group or for an individual to establish communication the highest with the person in the highest position. That's why it's Maisog. Matapang ba? Sa Tagalog ba?
Senior Baste, Mr. Kulit sa nila. Ang mga Duterte ay may dito.
Kung actually, I will suggest that let the Senate do the job. Tapos tingnan nyo, because you voted for these people. Yung mga nasa Senado natin ngayon. Ilagay nyo yan dyan, then tingnan, and observe and listen to them, and tingnan nyo kung ano ang contribution nila sa issue. So, pagdating ng sunod election, mas kilala nyo na yung mga senador na yan. So, tandaan nyo na lang kung anong ginagawa nila ngayon, lalong-lalo na may mainit tayo na issue.
Okay,
Oh,
limit po tayo sa last 3 question. Nag-aantay na yung bisita.
sige, okay.
So last 3 questions from the media.
Follow-up lang, Mayor Basik.
Mm.
Kailangan bang magkaroon ng hair follicle drug test si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos?
That's up to him. That's up to him. I cannot say that kailangan or not. You know, that's up to him. It can be a personal choice for him.
Thank you so much.
Mayor, Jerwin po from K5 News at Tacloban. Na-mention po niyo po kanina nga about po sa yung plano po ng Maisog ay para maipalabas po ang yung hinaing at saka para magkamayroon po kayo ng ano ba to? Hindi, magka-communicate kayo. So meron bang hakbang ang ginagawang Maisog para magkaroon kayo ng communication between you and President
Demonstration na ginagawa namin. Like for example, ngayon na they have an idea kung saan yung next rally. I think the only communication that he gave us was important.
Okay, last question.
So wala nang unity, sir?
Hmm?
Wala nang unity with you and the
Let him answer that for you. Sila yung matubag anak. Sila yung matubag anak.
Mayor, pwede hirit isa na lang. And during the rally sa Davao, sinabi mo na parang naghihimutok ka dahil your father pinayagan ipalibing si former President Marcos. And then this time, parang hindi rin ibibigay yung nare-reciprocate ba yung mga ginawa nyo sa past kay ngayon presidente compared sa ginawa ng tatay mo.
Gusto ko lang balikan yung yung mga statements ko when I first came out.